My name is Miss Sarah, and this is Miss Lisa over here filming for Facebook Live. And this month we are talking about things that are under the sea, because our summer reading program this year is Oceans of Possibilities. We're going to look over there. We have some pretty ocean decorations. So today we're going to be talking about mermaids. Who likes mermaids? You do. Great. So that's what we're going to talk about today. But let's start out by singing our welcome songs. Everybody stand up. We'll sing if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, spin around. If you're happy and you know it, spin around. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, spin around. If you're happy and you know it, sit right down. If you're happy and you know it, sit right down. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, sit right down. We're going to read our first book of the morning, and we're going to read about a little mermaid. And this book is called Oona. It is written by DiPucchio. Oona was sweet and a little bit salty, like the ocean where she lived. She was also brave and curious, like most treasure hunters. When Oona was just a baby, she chased a pearl into the mouth of a whale. Lucky for her, she popped right back out. As the years passed, Oona found bigger treasure and even bigger trouble. It's a good thing that she has Otto. I'm going to find out who Otto is on the next page. This is Otto. Does anyone know what kind of animal Otto is?
Otter.
An otter, that's right.
Otter.
Oona rescued Otter from an oyster net when he was just a pup. She taught him tricks like sit, roll over, and even to be a walrus by putting out his little tusk. Can you do that too? Can you be a walrus? Good job. And her favorite trick to be a pufferfish. He puffs up his cheeks like, can you do that? Yeah. Oona and Otto searched for treasure nearly every day. They uncovered keys and coins and buttons and bottles. Sometimes they even found lost gold. And sometimes lost glasses. But there was one special treasure Oona could never quite reach. The crown. You see it down there? It was extra sparkly in a way that made Oona's heart thump. But the crown was stuck deep in the rift, and not a pole or a pail or a sticky stick of snail could get it unstuck. But Oona was determined. Do you think she's going to get that crown out? We'll have to see. Her next plan was a good one. She knocked the crown loose. Unfortunately, the current shifted, the lobster crate and the rock drifted, and the squid treasure with Otto, Oona napped on the rocks with the sea lions, she drew pictures in the sand with the starfish, and she read from her favorite glass bottles with her land friends. All of this would have been perfectly fine, except Oona wasn't perfectly fine. She was missing her spark. A seashell washed ashore. Oona studied it thoughtfully. It gave her an idea. So she got right to work. The next day, Oona peered nervously into the rift. Why did it look so much deeper and scarier than she remembered? But Otto pretended to be a narwhal, making Oona laugh. You know how he did that? He made a little yarn on the top of her head. Can you do that too? Form on your heads? Yeah, now we're all narwhals. Admittedly, the new treasure hunting goggles she invented were funny looking, but they were also her best shot at reaching the crown. She dove to the bottom of the murky rift, and that's when Oona noticed something she couldn't see from above. It was a bridge. A bridge made from a crate, a rock, and the very same plank that had plunked her on the head, and it led straight to the crown. But what was that rumbling sound? It grew louder and louder. The ocean floor shook, and the water shook around Oona as it churned her into a thick stew of swirling sand and sea creatures. She couldn't see. But through the commotion, Oona could hear something in the distance. It was faint, but it was comforting and familiar. It was the whales singing their song. Oona sang along until the rumbling stopped and the water cleared. Finally, it was her chance. She held her breath. Ready, steady, aim! Hooray! Look at that, she's got the crown on her seashell. We did it! Oona cheered, placing the crown on her best friend. It really is beautiful, she gushed. But these, Oona said excitedly, holding up her new goggles, these are spectacular. And Otto agreed, because sometimes the best treasure in the world isn't found. It's something you've made. The end. All right, everybody, let's stand up and we're going to sing a song. Ooh. We did this song Monday at the park. Everyone had a lot of fun with it, so I thought we would do it here too. And this song is about some frogs, and these frogs say, ah. Can we say that together? They go, ah. All right, so that's what the frogs are going to say in this song. I went the little green frog one day. I went the little green frog. I went the little green frog one day, and they all went, ah. All right, let's try it one more time now that we know how it goes. And y'all did great with that. I went the little green frog one day. I went the little green frog. I went the little green frog one day, and they all went, ah. But that's not what frogs actually say. Frogs say, sha-na-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na-na. All right, so we're going to sing that next. So you're just going to clap and say, sha-na-na-na-na. But we all know frogs say, sha-na-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na-na,
frog one day. I went the little green frog. I went the little green frog one day, and they all went, ah.
But we
All know the frogs say, sha-na-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na-na. We all know frogs say, sha-na-na-na-na. They don't say, ah.
do this quick little story about some fish. Does anyone have a pet fish? Yeah, some of us do. We have one here in the library. We love you in the library. So that's what this story is about. It's about some pet fish. Do you have a fish? Yeah.
Okay,
All right, can you help me read the colors of the fish?
Oh, and come here.
So this story says, on Saturday, I got my wish when I found a tank for my fish. But an empty tank is not much fun. So I got a fish. And what color was this fish? Blue. And how many fish do I have now in my tank? One. I have a fish, but one won't do. So I got another fish. And this one is green. And now I have two. I have two fish swimming happily, but I bought, what color is this one? A yellow one. And now I have three. That's right. I have three fish, but I still want more. I bought a red one. And now I have four. I have four fish that jump and dive, but I bought a pink one. And now I have five. On Saturday, I got my wish when I found a tank for my fish. A tank full of fish is lots of fun. But the cat just saw them, so the fish had better run. Runaway fish. We're going to run away each fish. Now we have 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, now all our little fishies are safe. Round of applause for you guys being great at counting. Read another book. We're going to read this one. This one is called Mermaids Fast Asleep. And it was written by Robin Riding. Do you suppose way down deep there are mermaids fast asleep? What do you think? Do you think there are mermaids that sleep on the ocean? Wearing bright colored scales on their long curvy tails. Mermothers, merfathers with golden eyes and hair of blue. Counting fish instead of sheep, rocking merbabies to sleep. While dolphins swimming by sing to them a lullaby. They sing way down deep, are there mermaids fast asleep? If I could only way down deep. Are there mermaids fast asleep? Do you suppose way down deep there are mermaids fast asleep? Look at all the mermaids on this page. Sit down, please. Silver mermaids with golden hair, way down deep down there. Way down deep. Are there mermaids fast asleep? The end. Alright, let's stand up and we'll do one more song. Alright, we're going to make our hands into little mermaids. We got mermaid's body and their wiggly tail. Can you wiggle your hand like a tail? Alright, so we're going to sing this song. We're going to make our mermaids swim side to side. Alright? Have you ever seen a mermaid?
A mermaid, a mermaid. Have you ever seen a mermaid go this way and that, and this way and that way, and this way and that way? Have you ever seen a mermaid go this way and that?
Alright, let's do it one more time. Y'all are great at this. Have you
Ever seen a mermaid, a mermaid, a mermaid? Have you ever seen a mermaid go this way and that, and this way and that way, and this way and that way? Have you ever seen a mermaid go this way and that?
Great job. Alright, so every week we talk about our letter of the week, and this week we are on to the letter N. Who can tell me what the letter N says? It says makes a sound. Alright, so let's talk about some words that start with the letter N. This is one we've already talked about today. This is a narwhal. They have little horns on their heads. And what's this? A nest. What about this one? A necklace. That's right. What about this?
A nectarine?
It's a nut. We have something that you might write something down in. Do you know what that's called? A notebook. That's right. You might do your homework in a notebook. And what about this? A nose. All right. And all of those are letters. All of those start with the letter N. I'm going to pass out some whiteboards so you can practice writing your N's. Yeah. You want an eraser? Here.
Now get a board.
It's our turn.
Did you get it?
Take the marker. There you go.
Good job. You know, the teacher's going to give you a marker, and then walk around. There you go. Excuse me. Oh, we got a board. That's a block. Drop the letter in it first, and then you go. He never wants to get the phone, but you do N. Good job. Good job. You guys are ready again?
You already gave me the H. There you go.
Practice the letter N. That's right.
Good job.
Do you want me to write it interesting? It's a little one for the boy. Yeah. It's just one for a little boy.
Oh, good job. You wrote no.
To write it in.
Good
Good
job.
All right, that's a good job.
Well, they did it backwards.
That's really big now. Great. You want some? You want that? Yeah, you want to put that back in the box? Great job.
Finished? Finished?
Clean your board first, James. What, James? You said thank you. Here, James. Thank you. Took one out. Can you put it back in? Good job. Good job. Good job, baby. Good job.
Did you do it?
Good job.
You did it. You did it all. I want to know. You did it all.
All right, everybody, let's come around for we're playing our musical instruments today.
Woo-hoo. We'll do some music.
Use this hand.
For coming here for me? Thank you. Good job.
Really excited for it. We're going to do it in two places. So first, we're starting over at the park, where we do every Monday. We're going to do our normal story time, and then we're going to bring out a bunch of fun stuff like cornhole and games and face painting and ice pops. And we're going to do that over at the park from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then we're going to move it over to the library. And then from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. we're going to be doing the same sort of things, plus a little bit more over here at the library, all across the library. So if you want to come by anytime that day, you don't have to sign up for anything, just drop on by, and we'll be really happy to have you. And let me know, yes, Kiwanis Family Park, the one with like the splash